Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. Yes, you are seeing me live in the flesh. I do apologize for my brief hiatus over the past few weeks. I have been traveling around like a complete madman. In the past 60 days, went on 12 plane rides and 9 ferry boat rides, and I don't even know how many van bus rides all around, Thailand. Also went to Australia. Anyways, the traveling is done. And it's time to lock in and focus. I do appreciate all of you guys for sticking with me and being here right now for this live stream, whether you're watching me live or you're catching the replay later on. Regardless, I do appreciate you being here and tuning into Crypto Empire. Anyways, shout out to Ladradoodle, shout out to everybody in the live audience right now. Let's hop right into the Bitcoin market, take a look at the chart, and also our crypto market overview. So we have Ladradoodle. He says, dude, great to have you back. Just know I'm super jealous of your Thailand experiences. Thank you, Ladradoodle. Always good to see you in the live chat. And yeah, I mean, it's been crazy. I basically went everywhere you can go. That's cool in Thailand at this point. So yeah, the past 2 weeks, I did I'm holding so many good altcoins that my portfolio is at all-time highs. But I wasn't very active, so I couldn't really capture the active gains, which I usually am on top of. Regardless, sometimes we need to take a step back and kind of enjoy the fruits of our labor, and that's what I did. But yeah, I'm itching. I'm seriously itching to get back into things here at Crypto Empire. So anyways, thank you, Ladradoodle. Shout out to DJ Jeremiah. He says, welcome back, bro. What's your outlook on Passage? So Passage, we'll look at Bitcoin in a second. Passage is a very good gaming project, if not the best gaming project on the Cosmos IBC network in that ecosystem. And, being that I was able to get into Passage all the way down here, I'm just holding this one. Okay, so my outlook on Passage is I think it has a lot higher to go. I think that gaming hasn't really taken off just yet. And that's very evident looking at the pricing of gaming coins compared to where AI coins are trading. And Passage at a 63 mil market cap, I wouldn't be surprised to see it reach, say, 500 million to potentially a $1 billion market cap. And when gaming does take off, of course. So I think this one's going to continue to be a winner. Like I say, the winners typically continue to keep on winning. All right, so we want to find the winners and ride them from the lows to the highs. We cannot time the exact lows, we cannot time the exact highs, but if we can capture the meat of that move, we're going to do just fine, and we're going to cash out, and we're going to be able to do whatever we want with the profits that we generate from the ever-providing cryptocurrency market. Anyways, DJ Jeremiah77, good to have you here in the live chat. We got PT Minato. Shout out to Minato. He says the man is back. Good to see you, Minato. Sniff says, bro, been eating some mango rice over there in Thailand. I actually don't like mango sticky rice. I don't like the taste of it personally, but that's just me. Shout out to Filippo, Space Jim, and Zahid as well. We got Zen Crypto Deutschland says, make me rich, Crypto Empire, richer than the astronauts. That's what we're here to do. We are here to get rich, basically. Pattaya for 29 days. I did not go anywhere near Pattaya. Okay, that place is dirty, my friends. I have no interest in going there. I've never been there. Anyways, let's take a look at this market right now. Overall market cap, basically $2.1 trillion, and Bitcoin at a $1 trillion market cap itself. Ethereum obviously back over $3,000, which is absolutely huge. We have a lot of narratives in the pipeline right now for crypto. One of them is the Ethereum spot ETF, and the final deadline is May 23rd for that. All right, so say give or take 3 to 4 months out, we should have the Ethereum spot ETF, and likely that's going to produce a scenario like we saw with the Bitcoin spot ETF, a bullish scenario. Okay, if you're obviously we're in the bull market. Bitcoin's at 50K. The next stop is the all-time high from here. Will we go straight to the all-time high to 69? I doubt it. I doubt we go straight to that all-time high from here. We could cool off in late February, early March. Looking at this chart here, we are looking a little bit suspect, given that we have super strong bearish divergence. We swept the highs. All right, so I'm a little bit kind of on the side that, okay, this pump could cool off a bit, being that the past 2 weeks, literally, you can see my chart here. The breakout happened on February 7th, February 8th. What day did I leave for vacation? February 7th at midnight. All right, so the entire time I've been away, this happened. All right, and now, yeah, we are in consolidation. We are showing signs of exhaustion with that bearish divergence, also this consolidation. So at the start of this week, we'll see what happens. I'll get into this TA in just a moment. Back to the Bitcoin halving and the Ethereum spot ETF, right? We're clearly in the bull market. If you don't think we're in the bull market yet, I really don't know what to tell you. All right, just look at the prices of the coins that we talk about here at Crypto Empire. Just look at some of these charts, right? Tau. Weekly chart, straight up. Cubic, we can't see it yet here, can we? Oh, we can. It's on Bitmart. Anyways, we'll go to Safe Trade and take a look at Cubic. Bear with me as we navigate these different exchanges. Cubic, $6,500 per billion, okay? We were able to get in at $600 per billion. That's another 10x, okay? So the AI coins are the leaders of my current portfolio, and being that they're pumping so hard, I'm at all-time highs, and I shared with you my exact strategy back in September in my free ebook. I literally gave everything away that you needed to know to succeed, and that was 6 months ago. So seriously, I can say from the bottom of my heart, over the past 6 months, I have given you guys everything you need to succeed here in this current bull run. And that was all for free. I've given a lot more to my Discord members as well. So with that being said, I hope you all are kind of in the same position where you're seeing your portfolio at all-time highs and you're capturing these gains. It's a beautiful thing to see. But these AI coins are on an absolute tear, and we are not going to necessarily slow down in 2024. This is the bull run year. 2025 is the bull run year. We got 53 days until the Bitcoin halving. The Ethereum spot ETF is lined up in the pipe. We're looking great. We're looking really, really good. And being that most of my subscribers have been with me for some time, obviously we always have new people trickling in, but the community that I built, I'd like to think that people like to follow along and get updated on the way that I see things. And we've been riding it up. Obviously not perfect, but we're doing quite well. Anyways, let me get back to this live chat. Shout out to the Silva Dalla. He says, let's go. What a beautiful day for some gains. Absolutely. And we have he says, yo, where are my big mic holders? So that's funny. On my Twitter over here, you can see Big Mike. This is a meme coin based off of the 2024 US election, right? I'm not going to get too into the details, but Big Mike, you should know what it is. If you don't, just do a little bit of research. Anyways, this coin is looking really good. It's a meme coin, keep that in mind. But I mean, yeah, we were able to get down here, get in at an 80K market cap at 287K. There's so many memes, low market cap AI coins, new things popping up that are pumping. So it's not like this is anything crazy to see some meme coin that I got in pump 4x or whatever. Everybody is hitting these right now. This is the time where everybody's a genius. Okay, you can basically just throw the dart blind and you'll hit a winner. So anyways, it's great to see Big Mike crushing it, and I think it will continue to crush it leading into the 2024 US presidential election. We'll see how we go. But yeah, Big Mike, I'm a big fan of the coin. I like what it stands for, and I also think it's hysterical. So it has everything going for it to be a great meme coin. Anyways, you can chill out with the Big Mike shilling in the live chat. We all are aware of the project. Shout out to Zahid. He says, welcome, Connor the Great. I appreciate you. Minato says he's super bullish on Creo. So Creo is another gaming project that is certainly one to keep an eye on. I mean, if you're not already in it, could be worth adding a position. It has went on a very, very hard tear, right? Some people will look at the chart and be like, it already pumped. I don't want it. I want something that doesn't look like this, right? Because let's take these moving averages off. If you look at this chart, Creo, this coin, this thing goes back. This thing goes back in time all the way to 2022. Long bear market accumulation. And then lo and behold, November of last year, a few months ago, it started. And it went from low to high of this pump. It went... yeah, that's 100x, 114x. That's insane. Okay, so some people will say, Creo already went 114x. I don't want it. It's done. It's already had its run. You do have a point in the short term, but the thing is, if you zoom out and look at where we are over the bigger picture, over the entire bull market macro cycle, we're still pretty dang early. We're pretty damn early to this cycle, guys. So, yeah. Anyways, back to what I'm saying about Creo. Yes, it is a good gaming project. I think it could potentially definitely be worth a hold. Potentially, definitely. It's worth an asymmetric bet in my opinion. Looking at this chart, you obviously want to get it as low as possible to the range low. That would be down here. And it would be ideal on the daily if you did sweep this previous week low at 7 cents, okay, into this demand zone. But yeah, I agree with you, Minato. Creo, good gaming project. Worth a hold. Any interest in Tomi? Off the top of my head, no. I don't even know what Tomi is. Take a look at a few more alts, and then I want to get into what I want to talk about today, which is basically a status update on, kind of my altcoins and what I'm looking at potentially to move into, stuff like that. Yeah, I need to look into Tomi further to give an opinion on it, but first glance, it looks okay. Looks like another D-pin project, and obviously D-pin projects are a very hot narrative right now, so investing in that narrative could be very fruitful. Shout out to Jasper, my man, good to see you. Shout out to KB saying welcome back, Connor. Thank you, KB, it's good to see you. Jasper says, how's your weekend been? My weekend's been good, man. I've been settling back into things. Here's the thing, right? In order to get anywhere to where you want to go in life, you need to say no, right? You need to basically just do what you have to do, and that requires saying no to people, no to opportunities, no to travel plans, right? Like I could go to Koh Samui in 2 days, and I can spend 5 days with an absolutely lovely person, female, but guess what? I'm going to stay here and I'm going to work, right? So basically I've just been getting back into the grind. It's time to work. So the weekend's basically just been refocusing and getting back into the swing of things and basically back to how I was before I started to travel. It's very distracting. It's impossible to work, constantly moving around. It's a pain. Anyways, we're back. Ladradoodle says crown looking good. So again, I really have given you guys, I can't say everything because I've definitely missed some stuff, but I've given you guys enough to be in a very, very good position at the current moment in time. Crown, one of my gaming projects. I've been in this one, not from the lows really. I got in at like 50 cents on Crown. Right, my first entry was like 65 cents and I bought more at like 50. If you look at this chart now, you also have Alex Becker tweeting about it. Crown at $2. Come on. What is that? Delta 300% on Crown so far. Anyways, yeah, we got into Crown back all the way in, what was that, November or something? And now we have Alex Becker tweeting a few hours ago. He says, Crown is the easiest 5x in crypto if the adoption/pickup it's getting there. If the adoption/pickup it's getting keeps up. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, shout out to Alex Becker for recognizing Crown. Of course, he's tweeting about it after the move happened. I mean, he probably got in way earlier. Anyways, yeah, we were able to scoop this one on the low months ago. Okay, so nothing happens overnight. You need to have conviction in your picks. You need to go into them and you need to have the patience to hold them. Okay, Crown didn't do anything for months. Now, guess what? In a few days, in like 2 weeks, it went up 4x, 300% delta. So another testament of sticking with your guns, believing in your conviction, believing in what you think will play out, forecasting the future and then letting it happen. We're not always going to be right, but it's very, very verifiable that I'm right much more than I'm wrong. And Crown is another example of that one. Shout out to Black Sun with a $4.99 super chat. He says, hey bro, not understanding why no one's talking about Abyss World AWT. Is it something I'm missing? AWT, why is nobody talking about this one? So personally, brother, I think somebody mentioned it to me in the live stream a few weeks or a few months ago. And that's all I ever heard about Abyss World, AWT. So I really don't know too much about it. I do believe it is a gaming project. Just verify that on their Twitter. Yeah, somebody mentioned this to me. It was probably you a few weeks ago or a few months ago. If it wasn't, somebody else did. The reason why nobody's talking about it is because there's so many gaming projects out there. If you understand how the crypto industry works and marketing and how VCs kind of pull all the strings and how shady things are, right? The ones that get the most attention are getting that attention for a reason, is the best way that I can put it into words. All right, there's a lot happening underneath the veil to get projects to the top of everybody's attention, whether that's on Twitter or whatever, YouTube, paid marketing. You guys know the game by now, I would hope. So Abyss World, maybe they're not necessarily paying anybody for marketing. Maybe they are yet to release their game. I don't know why nobody's talking about it, but regardless, I really haven't heard about it too much myself. And if we look at the chart, chart looks pretty good. As you can see, I already went over how it's in a very obvious uptrend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, etc. The consolidation right now looks like that bearish divergence is playing out and starting to reset. Has played out already, so yeah, it could be gearing up for another leg higher. And yeah, you're looking at a weekly breakout here. A lot of selling in these wicks, but could be a runner. Could be a runner. Anyways, let's see. Thoughts on GSY? I have not heard of GSY. Have not heard of this one. BRC20 tokens are hot though. No doubt about that. Have I heard of TrueBit? Yes, TrueBit's been around for a long time, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I've heard of TrueBit. I remember this one in the last cycle. I remember a lot of people talking about this one in 2021. And if I recall back then, the only place to get it was Uniswap. Let's see if that changed. All right, looks like you got listed on a few other exchanges. So yeah, I remember TrueBit all the way back in 2021. But yeah, it looks like it's starting to pick up now, which is a good thing to see. I don't hold any of it myself, but regardless, congrats if you're holding this one. ZF will be huge. Is that ZK swap? So this is a swap to earn on ZK Sync, and it is up 80% in the past. Again, this is everybody's a genius season. Now, I know there's some people that got into ZK Swap a long time ago, and this thing has gone on a very, very fruitful run. But right now, it's pumping. So, and still a very low market cap at 15 mil. Not holding personally, but definitely not saying it's a bad one. When do I expect gaming to explode? Ladradoodle asks. When do I expect gaming to explode? It's a very good question. Let's just do a little dive right now while we are live. And we'll look at the gaming category. Game 5. So, looking at these numbers over here in the 7-day, XAI at 152. Looking at these numbers, gaming isn't really exploding. Besides Crown, everything is relatively flat. And now, in terms of my portfolio and gaming coins that I hold, stuff like that, Naka is my biggest gaming. My biggest sole gaming position is Nakamoto Games. in my personal portfolio. And, looking at this chart here, it's potentially gearing up for another breakout into fresh highs. And then Bitcoin itself. Whoops, I did not want to do that. There we go. Bitcoin itself on this weekly chart is not at all-time highs yet, all right? So when Bitcoin makes all-time highs, that's when gaming will likely start to explode. And then also, obviously, you need to keep an eye on Bitcoin dominance. Let's go over Bitcoin dominance. Very important to understand what's playing out here. So we have not lost the 50% level yet. We've been consolidating here for a few months. You can see the obvious level that I have marked out here on the chart between these two lines at 60% and 63%. Strong possibility that Bitcoin dominance does make its way back into the 60% level, and then we see the huge drop into altcoin season. Or we could potentially start to lose the level here and drop. Regardless, whenever Bitcoin dominance starts to really show a major macro reversal on the weekly time frame, that's when you're going to see the small narratives that are not as prevalent as AI, artificial intelligence, or DPIN to start to play out. We're not there yet. Because like I said, or a good way to put it is the pot has started to boil. All right, the pot has started to boil, and we're tasting little spoonfuls of the soup. All right, but we have not sat down, and we have not had the main course yet. The main course is going to be when Bitcoin dominance breaks down back into the 40%, 30%. All right, that's when we're going to see everything go wild, and that's going to be when it's time to exit and leave for crypto winter. All right, well, obviously not leave completely, but sell the positions and then just keep a watch on things until it's time to start re-entering things at the lows of the bear market. Because the easiest way to succeed, the title of the live stream today, the best altcoins to get rich in crypto. The easiest way to get rich in crypto is to play the bull and bear market cycles. All right, so right now we are simply playing the bull market cycle. We were able to buy things low, a lot lower to where they are right now. We've been here the entire time, all bear market. We've been here buying the coins on the lows. And now here we are, we're going up. Okay, so basically if you can just wait like 1 or 2 years, you can sell, and then you can wait like another year, buy at the lows. Just play the cycle. It's so foolproof, but most people mess it up. All right, and it's very easy to mess up. It's so easy to make a mistake and cost yourself tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's very easy to do, especially when large amounts of money and emotions are involved. But again, I really do try and lead people in the right direction as best as possible here. So I hope that you guys can make the correct decisions and reach your personal goals. But again, the easiest way to get rich in crypto is to play the cycle. And all we have to do to play the cycle is ride it from the lows to the highs, and then obviously wait until the bottom of the bear and go back in, all right? Anyways, Bitcoin dominance potentially can push up to 60%. Regardless, have it on your watch list. Keep an eye on Bitcoin dominance, because when it does start to break down, it will be too late. It will be too late to basically hit the gains that you want, which is probably 50x, 100x, right? The way to hit those is to buy things when they're very low and then wait for them to pump. That's what we've done with many projects. Most obvious ones, Tau and Cubic, right? We only need 10x's on those for 100x gains. And those are pretty high market cap coins as well. The low caps haven't even really moved yet. So again, just back to Bitcoin here, showing signs of exhaustion at 50K. We had 2 full weeks of up only, of pumping. We have cooled off. We are starting to print bearish divergence. Potentially, we're going to chop around. Potentially, things are going to be a bit slower in late February and early March. And then I do expect more bullish price action into the halving here. Take a look at Ethereum as well. I want to make sure I have my chart. All right, there we go. So Ethereum, remember, when Bitcoin hit its 61.8% Fibonacci retracement, it pulled back for a few weeks. ETH has that at 3,400. ETH also has the spot ETF coming for it. And the way this chart looks right now, it looks much stronger than Bitcoin. The past few months, Ethereum was always lagging to Bitcoin. Now Ethereum is starting to pick up and show strength versus Bitcoin, which is very, very good for altcoins, obviously. So Ethereum, next major level higher, $3,300 to $3,400. One second. Anyways, Ethereum to $3,300 to $3,400, and then maybe some cool off. But yeah, Ethereum starting to pick back up and gain ground versus BTC. Catch up with this live chat here. So PT Minato says Creo is only at a 25 million market cap. I swear I'm not shilling. I'm a small fish. No, Minato, I know you're not shilling because I know Creo is I know Creo. I know what the project is. Okay, I know it's a good one. So I really don't mind you saying that. And I do agree with you. The market cap is still very low. All right, so 25 mil. You only need 2.5 bill for 100x. That's possible, but even if you see like a 1 bill market cap and you get like a 40x or whatever from the current price, that's nothing to complain about. All right. Now, in terms of portfolio structure, I go over it in this ebook, but I'm just going to retouch base on portfolio structure right now because it's important. I know we probably have some new viewers. Some people might have been out of the loop, and some people might just need a refresher. So how do you actually structure your portfolio to really win? Of course, there's 1,000 ways to skin the cat, right? Somebody might do a completely opposite strategy to me and outperform me, all right? But I know this works, okay? So my structure, how I structure my portfolio is basically I have 4 to 5 coins as my main allocations in my portfolio, all right? They make up the most percentages. I shared on Twitter many months ago, my portfolio was mainly like back in November of last year, 4 months ago now. My main portfolio was Tau, Kaspa, and Render. Okay? Those were my big three back in like October, November. Tau 10x, Kaspa 4x, Render 4x, whatever. And then I added Cubic as well as a main position, 10x. Okay? So this is how you massively grow your capital. You put most of your eggs in a few baskets. Most of your portfolio is 4 to 5 coins. This is how I do it, not financial advice. You know the spiel. And then we have a lot of medium-sized bets and asymmetric bets. All right, these are much smaller bets compared to the main 4 to 5. All right, these asymmetric bets are typically around 1% of my overall portfolio. Then I have a few medium-sized bets that say 3 to 5%. Give or take, all right? And obviously, depending on your size, because remember, 1% of $100,000 is $1,000. 1% of 1 million is $10,000, okay? So numbers matter and money is always relative. But the way you actually structure your portfolio, this is how I do it. If you want to really grow your capital in the quickest amount of time, you need to take risk. You need to go into, you don't need to, but how I do it is I go into 4 to 5 main holds, okay? And it's worked very well thus far. Hasn't been perfect. Haven't made all the perfect moves, but relatively speaking, I cannot complain at all with where things are at. So I hope that helps, right? Concentrate your capital, concentrate your liquidity into your highest conviction coins, and then you have some asymmetric bets. You have some medium-sized bets, and those can, like $1,000, you catch 100x, you turn it to 100K. That is huge. All right, you have a few of those. You're laughing. And then your main ones, let's say they go, like we're pretty, I think we will hit 100x on Tau, right? Entry at 50 to 60. That's $5,000 to $6,000, very possible. Cubic as well. That would be 60K per billion. I think it's very possible, right? So I think even in my main highest allocations are going to hit those 100x numbers. So I've shared with you all of this in this free ebook. It's available for free on Gumroad. The link is in the description down below. If you have not gotten this ebook yet, it goes over my exact strategy. I made this back in early September of 2023, 6 months ago. And a lot of what I said in here has been just on the money. So that's how I structure my portfolio for maximum price appreciation, maximum gains. Mary says, what do I think of Ondo? So I talked about Ondo a lot before my kind of leave of absence. I talked about Ondo a lot. And to see it at 43 cents doesn't surprise me. To see Ondo at 43 cents does not surprise me at all. Yeah, I mean, I was talking about it in this area, saying it was a good buy at 20 cents. Okay, so what do I think of Ondo? I think it's still a good project, real world asset narrative, and I am not surprised to see it double since I was last mentioning it here at Crypto Empire before I left for a vacation. Bullish on Ondo. Congratulations to anybody that has paid attention to the live streams and has listened to the information I've been putting out and was able to capture these gains. I'm really not surprised to see the move. We just got a super chat from Davi, my man, from Costa Rica. Sending over some Costa Rican colones. Thank you so much, Davey. You're a legend. Thank you. He says, Pure Life Emperor, glad to see you back. Yes, sir, we're back. Pura Vida, my man. Great to have you here in the live chat. So Davey, longtime Crypto Empire member. He was one of the first guys back in 2021 to actually join the Lifetime Discord. And I know Davey, we talk a bit over DMs, and I know he got big into AGI, Delicium. Now, Delicium is a project that I've mentioned quite a bit over the past few months. I've talked about it here on live streams. I've also talked about it in regular videos. Okay, and Delicium right now is a leader, AGI. Let's look at Delicium. Here we are. I don't know why it's showing the Singularity logo. Threw me off a bit. Anyways, Delicium AGI. I mentioned this one a few times, again, on YouTube, also in Discord. So, lo and behold, what happened? Well, it went 423% in the past 17 days. For the longest time, I remember this consolidation, right? And it took off. Okay, so again, I'm not really surprised to see this move. Like, I forecasted this one months ago, and I know a few people in the community were able to capture this move. So amazing to see. The market right now, like I said, we're starting to boil. We're simmering. We've been taking spoonfuls of the soup. We have not sat down for the main course. This is just a foreshadow. It's a little taste of what the entire basically market of what we're going to see. Not everything is going to pump like this. If every coin would pump like this, we would all be millionaires, billionaires. But if you pick the right coins, they will move like this. And here you go with AGI Delicium on an absolute rampage. Shout out to Davey from Costa Rica. I remember you messaging me about this one, so it's amazing to see it play out. Shout out to Mr. Sellers Homes, Bergen County Real Estate. He says, epic info, always dropping gems. Thank you, Mr. Sellers Homes. I really appreciate your support. My man. Silvadala saying, smash the like button. I would appreciate it if you guys smash the like button. Thank you. Can you check out Duel? For sure we can. Game GPT Duel. So originally, this was Rainmaker Games and the Rain token, as you can see. Duel has rebranded to Game GPT and migrated from their older contracts to newer ones. Again, we got into Rainmaker Games, not at the bottom, but pretty dang close to the bottom. I migrated my Duel tokens, my Rain to Duel, and I staked it for 3 months. So that's going to expire, should be in March, I believe. And this chart, do you guys see what I see here? Do I even need to say it? Do I need to say it? Like this is like this is a beautiful thing. This is an absolutely beautiful thing here. If you ever wanted to buy a token and you see a chart like this on a token you want to buy, it really doesn't get much better. Listing sell-off, accumulation, sweep the lows, 3-day pump, consolidate, pump. This is starting to show signs of a reversal here. This is the best way that I can put it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm extremely bullish on this project. If you look at what they are actually building and they have lined up, they just did a massive rebrand. I know they plan on releasing hundreds of mini games this year in 2024. They have pivoted to AI, right? They did a huge rebrand, making sure that they're relevant. The team is on top of things. So I feel very comfortable holding Prism, Duel, I should say, as a part of it. This started as like a degen play for me, right? I saw this Rainmaker games. I was like, yeah, I'll throw a little bit of money at it. Bam, hit a quick few X's, turned into an actual decent sized position. We'll see what happens with it. But I'm bullish on Duel, bullish on Rainmaker games, now Game GPT, Duel, Prism, whatever the heck they're calling themselves nowadays. I like the project. I hold this one myself. And I'm staking the tokens right now. They're locked. Ozzy says, where do you see FET this bull market? So obviously AI is not going to slow down. Wow, we're back at $1. I didn't pay too much attention to crypto while I was away. So to see FET run from 60 cents, it was at 60 cents when I went on vacation. It was here. All right, AI is just crushing it. So to see FET over $1 again, it's a beautiful thing to see. Basically at the all-time highs, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty close, yeah. Made a new all-time high this month. Wow. Congratulations to all FET holders. I mean, fortunately, I do hold Tau, but yeah, no FET for me this cycle. But where do I see it? I think 5 to 10 is a safe estimate. $5 to $10, and that's going to be a very high market cap. It's going to be a very high market cap for FET. FET at $5. It's a 5 billion market cap, and then 10 is 10.4 bill. I wouldn't be surprised to see 5 to $10 on FET. Maybe it overshoots it. AI, it's the best narrative, the best sector in crypto, so don't overcomplicate it. Right? You should have been in AI coins months ago. But if you're not, it's probably not too late. But again, if you want those crazy gains, 50x, 100x, you need to buy at the lows in most cases. Maybe you can hit a pre-sale, or you can hit some kind of new. There's going to be a lot of opportunities, obviously, in a bull market. There's always fresh opportunities. So there will be like pre-sales and a new coin that launches, or a new meme coin that goes, say, 100x. But again, the strategy that I use playing the cycle, to see those gains, it requires you to basically buy in on the low. And FET at $1.11 is not buying on the low in any way, shape, or form. So I think there's other opportunities that I would pay attention to right now for AI. I'll go over one of them right now that's on my watch list, is AGC on the Polygon Matic blockchain. 60 mil market cap currently. Obviously, the chart is a bit overextended. Or not necessarily overextended, but pumped, right? People, again, they see this chart, they're like, nah, I don't want any part of it. And I don't blame them, right? I don't blame them necessarily, because it already did have an amazing run from 1 cent. No, sorry, not 1 cent. I mean, it was at 1 cent back in December. It was at 0.3 cents to 80 cents. Anyways, what this project is, real quick, AI, layer 1 blockchain, humanity's AI language learning model, So many of these language learning model things, these small AI projects have been moving. Another one, ENQ AI. Where is it? This one's on an absolute tear as well. Like, AI is where the money is, clearly. ENQ AI, right? I just looked at Duel, and I actually was thinking of ENQ AI in my head, right? Let's just compare these charts. Right? Look at the chart. Listing pump, sell off, consolidation. Right? If it's going to succeed and if it's going to win, it will look similar to ENQ AI. Right? Listing pump, sell off, accumulation, rip. Okay, so 50 mil market cap is still low for this project. I think it can go higher. Another AI coin language learning model similar to AGC. Right, language learning model coming. They're all very similar to each other. They're all doing very similar things. Obviously, BitTensor or Tau and the subnets are going to do all of this as well. But just play the narrative, right? Don't hate the player, hate the game. So ENQAI, AGC, certainly ones to look for if you're looking for smaller AI coins. Because again, FET at 111, it doesn't make sense to buy it now. Okay, yeah, it's safe, it's proven, it's safer. Sure, if you want a 5x, but again, if you're after 10x's plus, you have to delve into the lower market cap projects, and I just went over 2 of them here with you related to AI. Do your own research, not financial advice. You know the deal. Connor, what do you think of ASM token? Never heard of it. Probably this one, assembled protocol of 50%. So I can't really give thoughts on it because I've never heard of this project before. Chart here. Look dead, and now it's coming back to life. Again, zero clue on what this is. Yeah, not interested. Assemble your points on the blockchain. High risk, but personally, I am not interested in whatever it is. What is ASM assemble? Not my cup of tea, but I am not the end all be all of the crypto market on what decides. I don't know what's going to pump and what's not going to pump at the end of the day, right? The market decides that. So the market liking it right now, but I don't know. Personally, I'm going to overlook it and skip it. Look at the backers and the graphics of AWT. I will look at it after the stream, Black Sun, but I do appreciate you sharing it with me. I'm very grateful for the community here at Crypto Empire because I get a lot of amazing ideas and picks from you guys asking me about them in the live stream. Right? We have a lot of gem hunters in the community, a lot of people that have been on top of this entire cycle, crushing it here at Crypto Empire. So a lot of the coins you guys ask me about in the stream end up being huge winners. So that's not to say AWT won't be one of those. Thoughts on Synverse? I like it. Still at 8 mil market cap. It's a micro. I think it does have potential to pop eventually, but again, it's going to require your patience. Right? You can't just buy this and then if it doesn't move in a week, sell it. You need to have the patience to see the thesis through. Why did you buy it in the first place? Because you thought it was going to pump when gaming takes off. Right? If you give up on it too soon, you will not realize the fruits of your labor. Right? So if you buy something like Synverse, you need to stick with it. Starting to look good, come back to life. Just some basic horizontal lines here, right? Previous resistance topped out, flipped to support over here at 1.3 cents. You're about to break through it again. So the chart's looking good for a potential attack of these highs here at 2 cents on Synverse. Ian M says, welcome back. Thought you might have made a surprise appearance at Karate Combat Influencer Fights, LOL. Yeah. So no karate combat influencer fights for me this past weekend. I'm on the other side of the world. I'm not in Mexico City. I'm in Thailand. Right now I'm back in Chiang Mai after going basically Bangkok, Koh Phi Phi, Koh Phangan, Koh Samui, Koh Tao, Krabi, Raleigh Beach. I went everywhere basically. But no Mexico City and no karate combat. Brandon Willis says, who is Big Mike? Big Mike is a fictional character. Let's put it like that. May or may not be based off of a real person. But Big Mike is Big Mike. Some broad shoulders. I'll tell you that. John Moran, what do you think about Zeta Chain? So Zeta Chain was one that we were discussing a while back in the Discord when it first launched. And shout out to Maverick in the Discord. Follow Maverick on Twitter as well. Guy's an absolute beast. He's on top of the market. Very, very solid person. You can just tell from the way he talks. But anyway, Zeta, right? It had that listing pump. It went up 2x overnight, basically. And we were discussing how basically 150 would be a good buy. And as you can see, it did, because that was the 50% retracement. All right, 150. As you can see right here, 50%. It did end up going to the golden pocket, the 61.8, and then it reversed. But regardless, look, if you got in at 150 or 125, you're doing okay right now. So I'm bullish on Zeta. Seems to have a lot of big backers. It's a very big project. It's in a crowded, saturated niche in what it is, but it's a new coin. It's shiny. It's got good tech. It's got huge backers. So who's to say it's not going to be a big winner? Current market cap, $500 million. Kind of high for my liking to go into something like that right now. I think there's a lot of better opportunities at much lower market caps, even still right now. What is ALPH at? ALPH now at 250, 260, right? This has gone up from 70 mil to now 260. It's over 3x from 90 cents that I recall, right? But yeah, even something like ALPH, I would rather buy over Zeta, right? Because I know the fundamentals of ALPH, basically, in and out. I know exactly what it is. Zeta new, I need to study it more to really buy it in a substantial position. I'm not just going to hop into it. Anyways, that's my thoughts on Zeta. What do I think about Davi? Again, another one that I've never heard of. Another one that I've never heard of here is Davi. So it's not too late for this coin. It's not too late at all. If you look at where we are, we're just coming out of the lake. This is the lake here. It's a cup and handle, really. Here's your cup. Here's your handle. Here's your breakout. So, yeah. I don't know anything about what Davi is, but from a technical perspective, it looks amazing. It looks like if you get even still, a retest would be at 45 cents. That's like 10% away. One thing that I've repeated myself on a lot is that you should not, I say this in the Discord all the time, much more frequent than probably here on YouTube, but in the Discord I always say, because I get asked about it so many times, Connor, should I wait for a pullback? Should I wait for a pullback on this coin? In a bull market, you don't have the luxury of waiting, all right? If you like a project and it's a reasonable entry, you can't miss the opportunity. All right, so Davi, I'm using it as an example here. I don't really know what it is fully, but I like the chart here, and I know there's going to be people thinking, oh, it's going to come back lower. I'm going to wait for a 20% pullback so I can buy, or a 10% pullback to 46 cents so I can buy it. 10% is not worth missing 20x, right? What if you don't get that 10% pullback and it runs 10x, 20x? It's not worth it for these little nominal gains, 10% lower to buy it, and you miss a 20x. Like, it's not worth it. You don't have the luxury of waiting in a bull market. I'm just using this as an example right now. Keep that in mind, all right? If it's a reasonable entry, like Davi right now is very reasonable. Clearly, breakout of a cup and handle, looks very bullish. Don't wait for a 10% pullback if you want to buy something. Because in a bull market, it will probably take off without you and you'll be forced to buy in higher. And if it doubles, your 10x turns to a 5x. And if you put in 10K, that's $50,000 on the table. That's a lot of money. That's a down payment for a house. All right, so a little words of wisdom, I guess you can call it, something like that, for you to take away from the live stream. If you're waiting for 10% lower, you can miss out on a 20x, and nobody's happy about that one. Manny says, hey, Connor. Neil says, AGI heart. Yeah, AGI is a winner, Delicium. Eric says, hey, Connor, thanks for doing these live streams. Thoughts on dubs? So I haven't checked up, again, I've been away a little bit, so I haven't checked up on the updates on I don't hold dubs. I haven't checked up on it. But I was bullish on it months ago, and I'm still bullish on it now. I know it's a solid gaming project, and I know the team's office is in Austin, Texas. That's like the tech hub of the U.S. Trying to bring existing games to the blockchain is what dubs is all about. And chart still looks healthy, right? You had a huge sell-off, and you're starting to recoup. Right, you sold off 62%. Now you're starting to show signs of a reversal, okay? Coming in for a double bottom. This is probably a 61.8% retracement. So if anybody's wondering how I format my fib, I reverse it. And I also extend the lines right. And I want my labels on the left. Labels on the right, sorry. I want my labels on the right. That's how I set up my fib. Anyways. For dubs, so yeah, I mean, kind of came in. Your 61.8 would have been your buy level. You could also use demand, rally-based rally. It's starting to show signs of a reversal here after a 62% pullback. So, good gaming project. Not on my list personally, but I've been following it since the summer. I don't know, 8-10 months. Been following this project. But again, I don't hold it, so take it with a grain of salt, but I'm still bullish on it. Can't hold them all. Cannot hold them all. But again, the coins that I do hold in gaming, Naka, Prime, Main 2, obviously Crown, Dual. I think somebody was asking me about Space Falcon over here. Let me check. Cole Robbie says, how did you like your trip? It was amazing, man. It was a really amazing trip, and I'm glad that I did it. But I'm also very thrilled to be back here. So, yeah, thank you for asking. But yeah, I mean, traveling always changes your perspective, right? Seeing the world, meeting all kinds of different people, like it's a cool experience. But you cannot be doing that all the time. You cannot, obviously, right? You need to have a base, and you need to say no. You need to settle in, and you need to work hard, right? That's what I've done, and like this is the first time in a very long time that I went and traveled and said yes a lot to and no to work. So yeah, it's good to be back. What do you think about Lit Lab Games, LITT? I like it. Another one that I've been following from less than a penny. Okay, it's pulled back a lot at 2 cents. Yep, so Lit Lab Games, I remember when it first started to move. When it first started to move at like 0.005 or so, it ran all the way up to 5 cents. If I'm not mistaken, there's one YouTuber who really likes this project and his entire community is in on it. So maybe they're starting to sell now or go into other things. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you ever wanted to be a buyer, it's pretty good time right now. Pretty good time to be a buyer right now. Looking at this chart, I mean, if it does lose this level, it's going to drop. It's going to drop to here at 1.7 cents. Right? If it loses 2.3, it's coming to 1.7. But yeah, I mean, this is a solid gaming project. Red day right now, so the red is opportunity if you want it. If you're bullish on something and you see red in the charts, you should your mouth should start frothing, start drooling, right? Like somebody's holding a chocolate chip cookie right in front of your face and you can't eat it. You start to drool automatically. That's how you should be when you see a project you like and you see the red in the charts and a sell-off. That's maximum opportunity. Patrick says, hello, where have you been? Patrick, where haven't I been? Basically traveled all of Thailand the past 2 weeks, and now we're back. Short answer. Pal AI on an absolute tear as well. So Pal AI, proving the haters wrong one day at a time. Again, February 8th, the entire market moves on the same day. If you guys haven't noticed, it's a recurring pattern. October 20th, everything pumped. February 8th, everything pumped. You need to be in the market so you are in when these pumps happen, because as you see, they happen after very long periods of consolidation. They happen when people start to lose faith. They happen when people start to give up. And then guess what? Bang, everything takes off and runs again. It was the same thing back in October, and it was the same thing 2 weeks ago on February 8th. Anyway, Pal AI crushing it, another AI project. It's integrated with so many smaller projects, with their chatbot, their Telegram, their AI tools and protocols being utilized by a lot of other crypto projects. They have revenue share, so their token holders are happy and the price is pumping. All right, currently 300 mil market cap. It's high. Would I buy it now for this cycle? No. But again, if you're holding this one, congratulations with this move. It's gone from 0.00 when it first released in July, 0.003, 0.005, at 100x basically for people who got in the first few days. But regardless, bullish AI coin. I don't recommend buying it now though, not financial advice. Too late. Entry past 300 mil market cap, too high at this point. Better opportunities out there. OPSEC, a lot of people ask me about OPSEC as well. D-pin narrative. Crushing it on an absolute tear. All right, this is how an on-chain coin should look, right? No botched launch, no token snipers when it first goes live, right? Nobody to dump on your face. This is just pure organic price action, consolidation, bang. Buyers outpace the sellers, price starts to pump, and you have yourself a move from 5 cents to 75 cents. 15x or so. So congratulations to everybody that caught this OPSEC move. This was quick. This happened in like less than 2 months. As you can see, 50 days, it's gone 2,300%. So yeah, this is the bull market. This is it, guys. This is it. And speaking of some other on-chain coins, OXO starting to move. It's only up at 2x. It's only up 100% for my entry. So shrimp gains, but still something. But a very healthy chart. Long consolidation, capitulation over here. February 7th, February 8th, bang, takes off. Over 100% move from February 8th. So much money to be made here. But a lot of people as well, like these new on-chain coins, a lot of people call them scams in the beginning. If you pick a winner early, all you need is one winner and you can cover every single loss you basically ever had. Sniff says OmniFlix has a chart like that. It probably does. So OmniFlix, this is Sniff's project. I mean, obviously not his project, but you know, you get the point. Something he holds. So if we take the fib from the high to the low, the origin of this current move, right? Base of the move, rally, you get this fib. Now the 78.6 is down here at 16 cents, and you have your 88.6 at 12 cents. But this golden pocket and this green zone as well I have in my chart, as you can see, is holding, right? My green lines, the start and the proximal and distal lines of my zones are very, very prevalent. In this example, this bottom part of the green zone would be called the distal line. This would be called the proximal. Anyways, it's holding right now after a 61% retracement. So yeah, it drops 60%. This is the time where you want to be looking to be a buyer, right? After a 61% drop in a bull market, it's the time to start being a buyer, basically. Let's see. Aaron Haywood says, Connor bringing the alpha. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate your support, brother. Bull Run says, Cubic is far better in tech than Caspa. 40 million transactions per second, feeless transactions, sub-second finality, fastest smart contracts, fair launch, proof of useful work, artificial intelligence, burning mechanism, Cubic, solid project. Bull Run, my man. I couldn't have said it better myself. Could have not have said it better myself. If we look at Cubic, $6,356 per billion cubic units. Again, I gave you guys this one at $600 per billion, right? Over a 10x. 473 mil market cap. And everything that our guy Bull Run just said there. Hard not to be bullish on a project of this magnitude. Also, CFB is the founder, huge. Right, this one, all you need is like one coin. That like I went into Cubic pretty heavy too, which was awesome. So all you need is like one of those to make your whole bull run. And you know, the way it's set up right now, the way that I've set things up, it's looking like we're going to get a few of these huge wins. So Cubic, very bullish on it. He says AGC, AGRS, both good projects. So AGC is the one that I mentioned earlier here. AGC, Argo coin. Our guy Bull Run is on it as well, okay? So maybe all you guys that haven't heard of this project before should be paying attention to AGC if you want to catch a move to something like Cubic has done, or Tau, or Caspa, or ALPH, or OPSEC, whatever, right? I mean, obviously this chart is a little extended to the upside, but hey, at a 60 mil market cap, it has a lot to go higher. And I'm bullish on AGC. Good AI coin. We got a €2 super chat from XEN Crypto. My man, thank you for the super chat. He says, I think XEN Crypto make big gains near all-time low today. Thank you for the €2 super chat. XEN. It is near the all-time low today. Okay, I need to study up on what this project is. I don't know the fundamentals of it, but the chart is at the bottom. It's at its bear market low, basically. Right? This is where what did I tell you guys? October 8th, the entire market pumped. If I put a vertical line here, guess what? October 9th, whatever, one day off. and then October 10th it pumped. All right, like I know these dates. I don't forget dates, important dates. Anyways, back to where it was back in early October. Retrace the entire pump. If you want to be a buyer, now's the time. I don't know if this is worth a buy personally, but from a technical perspective, you're buying the low. Okay, so that's a good thing. You don't want to buy the top, you want to buy the low. This is buying a low. All right, so a few more, and then we're going to kind of wrap this up. ARB. People ask me about Arbitrum. Sorry if I missed you in the live chat, guys. Shout out to Anders. Good to see you. Yeah, sorry if I missed your chat, your comment in the live chat. We have a lot going on. ARB. Huge unlock coming in a few weeks. I don't think it's worth it it could pump into the unlock, but opportunity cost is very expensive. I would not hold ARB into the unlock. All right, so I would be looking, if I was in ARB heavily, I would be looking to exit right now. Let's go to token unlocks. ARB, huge unlock coming. Like, I don't know the percent of the supply, but it's huge. 87% of the circulating supply in 19 days. Okay, so yeah, you don't want to hold it into that. Okay, they could definitely pump it after that unlock happens, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay, so I mean, listen, we were talking about ARB a lot down here below $1. It pumped up to 240. It's at 186 now. I would be happy with the gains, and I would look to rotate into something else personally. Not financial advice, but I think ARB is not worth the opportunity cost with what else is out there in the market to hold this as a spot position, a spot play. A few more. Let me see what's going on. I'll talk about the coins that I hold. Zeph and RVF. So Zeph, a lot of people were laughing. A lot of people were laughing at my Zeph video. Oh, this guy's a clown. This guy's an idiot. He bought Zeph at $19. Look at it down here at 10. Well, guess what? It's now at 22, okay? This is why we have faith. This is why we have faith in what we buy. Okay? This is why we have conviction in what we buy. This is why we don't get scared after it sells off 50% from the entry. I could have easily capitulated and panic sold and said, oh, I was wrong on Zeph. But guess what? I didn't do that because I'm not a you-know-what. A PUSSY. That's not what we are here at Crypto Empire. Okay, we held through, and now it's starting to pay off, and now it's starting to look like it wants to have another run and another attack higher. Okay, so I like Zeph as a privacy coin, and I think it's going to do great this cycle. It's going to be a rocky ride, but overall, is it a good buy right now? It's not too far off from my entry, so yeah, I think it's pretty decent. RVF looking to break out as well. Again, if RVF can close the weekly above 82 cents, I think it's going to break out from this zone. This has been happening for 120 days, 4 months. 4 months of accumulation. Look at what happened after the last accumulation. It went up 250%. Yeah, so RVF as well. It would have been ideal if you can get it closer to, say, 50, 60 cents at the range lows down here. But it's not. If you're buying in this range, I don't think it's too late. RVF has been a slow mover. It's been testing everybody's patience. But I think it will be a winner in the end. And in the end, all that matters is if you win or lose. Okay, all that matters is your number at the end of what you end up with after you cash out. And I think RVF will provide good gains. And I think it will be a winner in the end. I still think it can go to a multi-billion-dollar market cap. But it's been certainly testing everybody's patience lately with this 4-month-long accumulation range. But with that being said, guys, we're back. Okay, so you're not gonna have to wait 1 week to see me again. All right, we are back here at Crypto Empire. The regular content is resuming tomorrow. I'm done with going on vacations. It's lock-in time. There's absolutely no excuse. This is the crypto bull run. This is what we waited 2 years in the bear market for. So I do have to wrap it up right now. I know I missed a lot of questions. A lot of people wanted me to look at projects. But you're not going to have to wait 1 week to see me anymore because I'm done traveling. I'm done with vacations. We're locked in. we're back to business here at Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. It's amazing to catch up with you guys. Thank you all for being here. We had a great turnout for this live stream. I'm really happy to see all you guys. I hope you're all doing amazing. I hope all of your portfolios are hitting new all-time highs. Let's make the most of this time, okay? Because after this bull run, who knows what the industry is going to be like, right? Bitcoin is not the same anymore with the ETF approved. The big boys are going to control the industry, control the Bitcoin mining infrastructure, control the network. So this is really our last chance to knock it out of the park. There's always going to be opportunities in the future, so never think it's the end right now, right? Life is long. Life goes on. We have a lot of time to crush it, but as of right now, we have to strike while the iron is hot. So anyways, I'll be back to normal videos, regular videos, also more frequent live streams. If you're new here to Crypto Empire, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of those. My name is Connor. This is where we dominate the crypto market, and I will see all of you in the next